Morning guys, it's D Swordfish once again with some more Dota 2 gameplay, playing some Death Prophet here, and fuck that, nobody cares about Dota anyway. So let's move on to the commentary today. And the commentary today is really fueled by rage, as per usual, because, you know, I know you guys love when I rage. So anyway, the commentary today is actually about a group of people that I'm going to call goths for the commentary, but they're not really goths. I know not all goths are like this way, but it's the kind of people that talk about the mob and society and how they are oppressing us and we have to stand up for our individualism, etc., etc., etc. And why I do hate them so very much and why their ideology is, let me just say, so fucking stupid. So, to start off, I would like to say that, you know, I am not someone who, I'm not what these people would call a follower. I don't believe that society is perfect, and I do not believe that popular consensus means much. In fact, if anything, popular consensus tends to be wrong. I do believe that the majority of the population is scared of speaking out, etc., etc., so I do agree with their ideas. But what I don't do is just go around saying, legitimately just saying, fuck you guys, because you guys are popular, you guys don't know shit, okay, I am the individual here. That is such a pointless way to go about life. Think about it, though. I just thought of a beautiful analogy for what this would be. Imagine a man that hates waves, legitimately, just waves, the waves in the ocean, goes to the ocean, and just sits on the fucking, like, you know, swims into the ocean, just screams, I hate you, waves! But the waves don't stop. The waves keep hitting him. Okay? He's not doing anything about the waves. He's just whining and declaring his hatred for them. Nobody gives a shit about what you hate if you don't give any substantial evidence. Or any, you know, backing up or anything of the sort, you know? Put your money where your mouth is. I'm pretty sure that's a phrase. Like, come on, guys. Think about it. If you just criticize, all these people just say, you know, you're just one of the sheeple, you're just a follower. Okay, that's great. I love what you're saying, but can you give me any reasons why? Can you tell me how I should change? Okay. It's most importantly, what these people seem to be doing is declaring their views, but not attempting to change anyone to agree with them. So what you're doing is essentially just whining and somehow declaring your point of view because you think someone gives a shit, and they don't. I mean, if you're gonna at least declare your point of view, be one of those annoying Mormons that visits your house and just try to convince them about it. Honestly, I don't personally think that we should all think the same way, but I mean, when I share my thoughts on something, it's not done in a conflictive fashion so that you start hating me immediately, okay? When these people call, like, we're all watched by Big Brother, it's all part of a conspiracy, don't you see it, man? You know, they just say these bullshit, but they don't actually give any, you know, they don't try to back up their shit with anything. And most importantly, when they criticize the popularity and the mob mentality and all this bullshit, okay, without a doubt these things exist, and without a doubt they are definitely problems we should address. The fact that many people seem to not be able to be individuals just because, well, they'd rather be supported by the mob. Definitely. But they also have to be aware that there's a simple reality, and you can't change this reality. Like, I was talking to a person a couple days ago who is very fucking annoying, and I want to punch. But anyway, I don't hate them because they just haven't done anything bad to me, but they're just one of these individuals who just think, why were you born? Right? So, anyway, sorry, I'm just expressing my hatred for this girl. Anyway, she was talking about how she doesn't believe in social groups, right? And, see, social groups is kind of like math. You don't choose to believe in it. It's just kind of there. Okay, you could... Actually, that's about it. Yeah. No, that's a good example. It's not God. Social groups aren't God or religion or some bullshit like that. Honestly. They're just there. You know, you can try to accept them, or you cannot. You know, you can say, fuck it, I don't believe in you guys. Great, but that's just you holding your hands in front of your eyes saying, fuck, I'm blind. That's not going to do much. You can say, I don't agree with them. Sure, that's a fine statement, but I don't believe in them. It's the stupidest thing ever. Of course they exist. Of course cliques exist. Okay? Like, god fucking damn it. No shit, Sherlock. Like, you can't go against this idea. They exist. And they exist both in a biological sense and in a very, You know, it makes sense biologically. It even makes sense in our society, considering how we are. It makes sense in many ways that social groups exist. So your idea of I don't believe in social groups is just pointless and baseless and has no evidence for a reason, because it's just a lie. But you can go against them. I guess you can go against the idea of social groups, but you can't expect people to listen to you. And something you need to be aware of is that one sole individual, however arrogant you might be, has no fucking power. I can scream all these things, all these profanities into this microphone, and hope that someone will listen out there and it will convince someone. But I myself can't do jack shit. I can start the idea. Actually, Steinbeck says this. Many men can improve on an idea, but only one man can think of it. So that's true. I can think of an idea. I can have the most genius idea ever. But if I don't have the backing up of many people who also who have to agree with me and who also improve on this idea, then it's just bullshit. It's pointless, and I have nothing. I have no power. I can't change jack shit. So what these people are doing is just declaring their views, which, I mean, in some sense, I'm supposing they want other people to believe in too, because if you hate what becomes the mob mentality, you know, I mean, you do want to change this, right? But at the same time, this is a paradox, because if you do hate what the popular people say, if your ideas become popular, do you hate what you yourself say? Are you a sellout? And there's another issue. People talk about sellouts all the time, and sometimes, like for example, Pearl Jam, they are sellouts. Okay, they're justifiably a sellout. I mean, they got popular, they wanted money. It makes sense. But they did change completely their views. But other people are just making different kinds of songs, okay, and suddenly they're sellouts. Like Green Day, okay? Green Day is one of the biggest examples where everyone calls them fucking sellouts. And after this album, they became sellouts. Or The Offspring, I've heard about The Offspring as well. They're not fucking sellouts. They're making different songs because people fucking change. Surprise! They're making, you know, songs that can reach a lots of people. But it's not like their attitude changed. A sellout does not mean someone who suddenly decided, oh, okay, my views might not always be right. I might as well cover other points of view. No, a sellout is someone who makes pointless fucking art or music or whatever bullshit because they want to please people instead of because they actually believe in it. And the songs the Green Day or Offspring do have as much meaning as the ones they did before. So I'm not going to get into the argument of does Green Day even have a theme in their songs, but you get what I'm saying, right? So there's these people that just hate the popularity and hate the mob mentality. And the saddest thing about it is that these people just tend to be assholes who wanted to be popular in high school and they never managed to do so. Okay, it's not people who actually are thinking about this and rationalizing. Okay, or on the other hand, it's people who really just want to be different, and they're obsessed with this idea of being different because they have their own insecurities about their own individuality, and they just they have this obsession with I have to be different so I can prove myself to others. Because if I'm not different, I'm not worth anything. And this is obviously a wrong way to think about yourself, but that's beyond the point. You know, it's like, come on, just think a little. And try to back up your arguments with evidence. And most importantly, try to convince people of your arguments. Don't just go against the tide and hope that it will change someday. That's not going to happen. Be realistic. These people are just not realistic about what they want. Okay, besides the paradox and everything else, you have to be realistic about what you're saying. What is the purpose of your words? Why does your point of view have meaning? You know, why do I have to hear about it? It's pointless unless you can do something about it, unless it's gonna actually affect someone's lives. Then it's just, you know, it's a great way to think. It's a very idealistic viewpoint, you know, love, but ideals are just that, ideals. They're in your head, so keep them there. There's no point to sharing with the world if they're never gonna become a reality. Right? Especially in the manner that you share, that the people share them, which is in a very open, direct, like almost condescending manner as it, you know, you listen to those people, or you are part of that band. Oh, the mob is just changing you. Like, god damn it. I know everyone says these people are annoying, but there are intellectuals who think this way too, and I don't agree with them either. Okay, it's not an intellectual way of thinking, going against everybody because, oh, it's popular so it's bad, you know? It's not a smart way to think, and everyone always calls them annoying, but I agree. Part of just the mob going against people. Annoying is not a fair insult for these assholes. They're not annoying. They're just pointless. They serve no purpose in life. They have no meaning, no purpose, and their words are more empty than what the mob would say. Which is astounding to me, honestly. They're exactly what they hate. And if you ever find any of these people, make sure to shut them up. Honestly, make sure to explain to them, make sure to ask them the questions, like, why do you actually believe in this? What do you think you're going to accomplish with this? Why are you telling me all these things? Why do you hate the popular people so much? Okay? I agree. There's definitely points in which I agree with these people, but I at least express my thoughts and I elaborate on them. I don't just say, boom, I said my statement. It's called the big lie. Sometimes you just say a statement without evidence. I just say my statement and boom, no evidence, nobody has to prove it. I'm just going to think this way forever and fuck it. It's almost like you're a fucking religious person. You know, the whole faith idea, because, I mean, that's what it means. I have faith means, well, I'm too stubborn to change my fucking opinion. I wanted to make a whole commentary about that, but I think it's pointless. It's pretty simple. I have faith means I will not change my opinion. Same shit with the goths and these people like, oh, you just don't understand. No, I do understand. You're just explaining yourself like shit. Okay? There's no understanding here. There's just you being a moron and you being unable to debate. It's that simple. So if you're finding these people, like I said, tell them to shut up or tell them to explain themselves. And if you're one of these people, really consider your life. Honestly, really consider what makes you think this way and why you think this way and if it's actually a valid viewpoint. That's coming from someone who was a social reject for years, okay? And I understand why it's bad and the hatred of popular people, but I understand that I was also a fucking moron back then, and there's no point in me going back and trying to justify myself. There's no justification. I was an asshole, I was a moron. That's it. So think about it, reflect on it, and there's still always time to change. There's still always time to change the way you view things. And most importantly, I think it can probably make you happier. Releasing all this hatred. I have hatred, but I have a different kind of hatred. You have a hatred for, like, what, society? Do you have a hatred for friendship and for not being lonely? It's just, you know, it's kind of either hate people or you're depressed because people like having others, well, for the most part. You know, it's sad. So don't think this way. And if you do, question it. And if you think it's a valid viewpoint, please debate it in the comments below, and please feel free to subscribe, like, and etc. 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 Sorry for self-promotion, but I'm almost hitting 50 subscribers, and I mean that's a great milestone for me. So I'll be really happy. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully, hope you enjoyed, and watch all my other videos because why not? I know you guys don't have a life anyway. See you guys.